AI has often been regarded as a fantasy form of technology. People visualize it as robots, essentially. And that isn't far from reality, as AI is a technology that enables computers to perform a variety of advanced functions that mirror the human thought process. But instead of robots playing chess against you, it looks more like this. But people are afraid of this form of technology, especially in education. When research on the field was started at a Dartmouth session in 1956, the journey to it helping students cheat in exams was largely unthought of because it would never seemed possible to get that far. But as our society developed with events like COVID locking down students into online learning and the implementation of tech into modern day life, educators began to have a variety of stances on the issue. This is Mr. Nesbitt, a government and law teacher at Green Level High School. Here's his opinion on AI in the education space.
I know that it is perceived as a con more than it should be. If anything, it's another tool, right? On the pro side, it's the potential is huge. On the con side, we have to learn to figure out how to promote it as a tool.
Other teachers around the country agree, with 55% of them claiming AI has bettered educational outcomes. And there's a good reason behind why. It is a tool which the North Carolina Department of Public Education does support, claiming that AI can help teachers with automizing administrative tasks, helping make lesson plans, teaching digital literacy to students as they approach the real world, and offering assistance to students outside of school. Carl Ryder, a CEO of Precision Leader Sciences that applied technology to banks, claims that human intelligence and AI can merge together to do transformative things if students are taught now how to use AI in both ethical and positive ways. But there is another viewpoint which I believe Andrea Evans, an English teacher at Green Level High School, can convey very well.
Would you say AI has been a pro or a con to education? You can elaborate on why.
I would say overall it has been a con, because even though this technology has, so many good purposes and it can do so many good things for us as a society as a whole, when you put that very, very powerful technology in the hands of like 14-year-old kids, it's obviously going to be very tempting to use it to just do the thing for you, We've never seen a technology before that could write your whole entire essay for you, and so then you don't have to practice those very important skills of writing and analysis and all of those things that we're trying to teach, especially when sometimes it's hard when you're younger to see the value in what you're learning. And so if AI is presenting you with a shortcut, I think it's very tempting to want to use that.
Ms. Evans isn't the only teacher with this viewpoint. Sarah Marin, a teacher from California, also claims that cheating by computing AI is rampant, especially among my disaffected seniors who are just waiting until graduation. She notes that if a student doesn't understand something within minutes, he's more likely to give up his own brain power and look for an alternative, whether it's through ChatGPT or asking for help. Surveys collected at Green Level shows that 72.7% of the surveyed population claims to have used an AI platform for a graded assignment, and that a total of 72.8% of students claim to use AI anywhere between sometimes to all the time. No one in the surveyed population claimed to never use AI. But it's not just the students' fault when it comes to AI and the lack of education on how to use it. Even Ms. Evans can admit to this.
Teachers need to learn more about how we can teach kids how to use it. You know what I mean? I personally don't know enough about how to use the technology in order to be effective at teaching students how to use it. Right. And so that's something that I need to learn more of.
Perhaps it's a generational difference that makes it so hard for teachers and students to come to an agreement and an understanding of how AI should work in a classroom.
I've done this long enough to remember when, people started seeing phones in classrooms and freaking out that, they can Google stuff, and even going back to like when Wikipedia was controversial. So it's just another tool that we have to get used to. You have people for whom that technology comes more second nature or automatically or intuitively, because you guys have grown up surrounded by this. It's like, of course, AI is the next thing. And, people who are my age are like, oh my God, it's going to be the Terminator, And so we have to figure out how we can use this.
So what's next? Wake County has chose to allow ChatGPT to exist in the educational space. The next step is working to adapt. The school administration has worked on honor code regulations regarding AI. Teachers and administrators are going to seminars about AI, but it comes down to the methods and progress in mentality. Teachers need to introduce useful AI tools so that students don't rely just on ChatGPT and can actually learn. DEAP Learning Lab is one of those tools. It's a tool for AP history classes that have many useful functions.